The brave little star, standing strong against peer pressure. In the peaceful, sunlit village of Meadowville, there lived a little fox named Freddy, a fox unlike any other. Freddy was curious, kind, and loved to spend his days playing with his friends. He had a shiny coat of fur, bright eyes filled with wonder, and the sweetest heart that made him loved by all who knew him. But Freddy had one tiny problem. He often followed his friends, even when he wasn't sure their plans were the best. Deep inside, Freddy wished he could be brave enough to make his own choices, especially when something didn't feel quite right. One warm afternoon, while the golden sun painted the fields, Freddy met up with his friends for some hopping and skipping fun near Farmer Joe's garden. But today, his friends had a mischievous idea. "Let's sneak into Farmer Joe's garden and take some of his red, shiny apples," said Charlie, the clever raccoon. Everyone cheered at the idea except for Freddy. Freddy's heart thudded. He knew it wasn't right, but before he could say anything, his friends surrounded him. "Oh, come on, Freddy," teased Molly the sparrow. "Don't be such a scaredy fox." Freddy didn't want to look weak in front of them, so he gave in and followed along, his paws feeling heavier with each step. The group crept into the garden, their breaths held as they plucked apples. At first, Freddy managed a little laugh, pretending he was having fun. But then, "What's going on here?" boomed a voice. It was Farmer Joe, holding a shovel in his hand. Everyone scattered like leaves in the wind, but poor Freddy tripped over a bucket and tumbled in front of Farmer Joe. The kind farmer helped Freddy stand, but scolded them gently. "Stealing hurts people. If you had just asked, I'd have gladly shared some apples. But this isn't the way." Freddy could barely lift his head. His ears drooped in shame as he scampered home. He wished he hadn't gone along with the plan. That evening, Freddy sat by the sparkling river, its soft ripples reflecting the starry sky. "Why do I keep following the group when I know it's wrong?" he whispered to a passing breeze. He gazed at the twinkling stars above, each one shining confidently in the sky. "Maybe I can be brave too, like the stars," he thought. For the first time, Freddy felt a spark of courage light up inside him. He promised himself that the next time his friends came up with a bad plan, he would stand tall and say, "No." The river seemed to cheer him on as it shimmered under the moonlight. The following day, Freddy's friends came up with another scheme. "This time, let's sneak into the bakery and grab some cupcakes," said Charlie with a sly grin. All eyes turned to Freddy, who swallowed hard. His heart raced, but then Freddy stood tall. "No," he said firmly. "That's not right. Taking things that don't belong to us is wrong. Let's do something fun that doesn't hurt anyone." The forest grew still in surprise. Freddy's friends blinked at him. Molly chirped nervously. "But what could we do instead?" A wave of relief washed over Freddy. "Let's go build a fort by the river or race to the big oak tree," he suggested brightly. One by one, his friends agreed, and soon they were laughing and running through the meadow like nothing had happened. Freddy felt like his heart might burst with pride. He had done it. He had stood up for what was right, and his friends still liked him. In fact, they liked him even more for it. Freddy learned something very important that day. Bravery wasn't about doing the biggest or boldest thing. It was about standing up for what you believe in, even when it's scary. Over time, his friends started asking for Freddy's opinion more often because they knew he would always choose what was fair and kind. Freddy realized he didn't need to follow the crowd to be liked. By being true to himself, he had shown them all just how brave a fox he could be. An old wise owl was witnessing the entire journey of Freddy secretly, and in the end, he whispered, "And so, little ones, Freddy discovered that true courage comes from standing up for what's right, even when it's difficult. Peer pressure can lead us down the wrong path, but by being brave and honest, we can make the world a better place, just like Freddy did." Remember, kids, you have the power to shine like the bravest star in the big, beautiful sky. So the next time you feel pressured, take a deep breath and stand your ground. You might inspire others along the way. Freddy and his friends played happily under the stars, a picture of joy and courage glowing all around and spreading the message of being brave and choosing honesty and kindness over peer pressure. For more such insightful and amazing stories, Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss the notification of a new story. Keep enjoying new stories on Amazing Stories.